Alrighty, so just just got in here. We're just past 8, which is server reset. We have a new-ish event and or not event, a new little gem rush, which is cool. Um, you start with 2, then 4, then 7, 12, and 15. So 15, 12, 27, 27 into 34, 38, 40. So you get 40 sculptures, which is enough to get anyone to 5 on the first, I think. I don't think anybody goes up that quick. Dropped a new little bundle here. Let there be moonlight. Now, it's $5. It says it's 1,000% value, but let's just check this event here. Let there be moonlight. Ooh, that's loud. If we were to buy, if we were to buy this for $10, at best we'd be hitting, well, 15 universals is good. I don't know if these anniversary coins do, but anniversary coins in the anniversary shop. So now, let's have a look at this. This 7,000 gems are $10. Now the thing is, if you're spending money on this game, you'll notice that $10 is gives you less than 7,000 gems. So you may or may not want to give that $7 up. It's about 10 days of the 38 gem supply. But you know, gems come pretty commonly. This is what I was kind of hyped for. We got a whole burst of stuff going on here. Let's check the sign-in spoils. Claim your daily rewards. A new legendary commander is waiting to join your ranks. Okay, so my kingdom, for this kingdom being new, we get Mulan. Mulan isn't great. Just because like integration peacekeeping support, ideally you want to see a troop type here. Integration just isn't the best. But she's unique in that, so we'll give her some credit. But we take a look at the spoils here. We get some of these anniversary coins, some silver chests, 10 gold keys on day 4, which is nothing to argue with, and then just a starlight sculpture, a troop expansion, and then unlocking Mulan. The Rock yearbook just shows what you've done in the last year. Now this is a month-old account, so it can't be too much. Let's just have a look. So we started this a month and 4 days ago. Two more civilizations. There and after I've experienced predominant, so I started with Rome. Wait, what? I didn't start with Rome. Did I? What am I? I'm Spain. I haven't switched civilizations at all, have I? I don't. After experienced. No, I've been Spain. I started with Pelagius. I don't. Okay, I don't know what that is wrong for. 8/14/23. I mean, the date's right. Ish, I think. Waged war for 26 days. Devoted governor for 132 hours. Okay. 9/1. I guess it was the power day of the last event, maybe. So yeah, we did migrate. I don't know why it says we switched civs. Because we didn't, but 38,000 medals of the Conqueror. That's cool. Uh, almost 1,000 barbed troops. 30 guardians. So obviously, like, this isn't anything at all to brag about. Uh, VIP, we've gotten 73,000 gems. 52 million gathered resources, over 263 farming endeavors. Stones, the most gathered at 15 million. And we spent 220 million resources. That's fun. Okay, so I was in Valhalla Spirits, everyone is aware. I gave resources to Meliodas. I traded with Leonidas. Now that's actually a really nice statistic. 21,000 minutes. Let me hold on, let me get my phone here. Actually, let me just do it in just real quick. Think about just my impact on my alliance. 21,000 minutes. 21,759. That's minutes. Divided by 60, that's 362 hours. Divided by 24, that's 15 days. I've saved our people 2 weeks worth of speed ups in only a month's time. Which is just for one person a great impact. And then 2,000 less minutes for myself, but you know, that's what it is. Cav main, yep. I've had 337,000 troops, fought 229 times, 1,387 kills and 165 victories. Haven't done any Ark of Osiris yet, just because it hasn't unlocked here for it. Kingdom Ceroli, haven't done that yet. I did Peerless Scholar 10 times. I've been in that one midterm. I think our midterms actually. Did I miss the midterm or is it coming up? Can't remember. This second one. But, oh, I can share for 50 and choose a keyword. I don't really care about that. Up and comer, I guess, or self-sufficient. Dude, let's do tactical legend. Sure. Oh, nice. Oh, it also rates me too. Powers an 8, socials an 8, 7 on development, 7 activity points, and 8 on wealth. Cool. Very dope. I guess we'll just drop 50 gems. Let's put it in the officer chat. Oh wait, you get 50 gems. Oh, I'm tweaking. Okay. Never mind. That's dope. Let's have a look at the anniversary shop. So this is what we can drop these little coins in. And apparently they got these little jade looking things too. This is... wait. There's 2 stages of the shop? Oh, so this is just the coins. This is with the jades. I don't know what you get the jade from, but that looks dope. Let's just go look at this city here. Oh, it's a structure, it's not a city. My fault. But we do get... so for 1,500 of these coins, you get this piece of equipment, which is part of a 6-piece set, which looks really good for gathering. Which is Hexed Cloak. 12% gathering speed and some siege unit stuff, and then just the whole set here. Even with only 2 pieces, having 25% troop load, it's great. Definitely a farming set. You can get a crystal key, talent resets. You shouldn't be buying speed ups from this thing unless you've bought everything else. This is just like a little building. It's cosmetic, doesn't have any purpose really. But you can get up to 3 Universal Legendary Commander skulls or sculptures. That looks great. And then some legendary animal bones. So bones most commonly used in building gathering type equipment. So this could be pretty important because it does take a lot of time to get a legendary just by making it yourself. This too, 35 coins for an epic equipment is valuable for the same reasons. And in a week here, we'll even be able to pull these things, which give you iconic equipment. Now, less than 1% of people in this kingdom have a legendary piece of equipment, but turning into an iconic would be crazy. Equipment materials chest here, 10 more, no, 15 more potentially legendary commander sculptures. That's huge. These training capacity thingies, those are kind of late game. You don't need those now because no one really needs to be busting out troops. But they're clutch for just when you need a little burst of troops, say for KVK 1, and you don't want to just spam gems. 50 Starlight Sculptures, I can get behind that. And a skill reset, some resources, whatever. But then 100 hours worth of speed ups if you run through everything else and just have to do something. Let me just check where you get these from. Get these from Desert Tracks and the Let There Be Moonlight event. And looks like you can get these pretty much everywhere. They got another puzzle event coming up, that's good. Arms training event, I'm not sure what that is. Probably something with training, maybe barbs. This is barbs, or barbed forts, and then Silk Road. Looks like Silk Road's coming back this week, so that's good. Hope this anniversary will be an unforgettable experience. Okay, so challenge Arm Master Lohar that gets increasingly stronger. Okay, so that sounds like a little, kind of like a never-ending gauntlet. You just see how far you can go. This looks really cool. I don't think I've ever dealt with this before. We're ransacking the Agrarian Commerce Council storehouse and caravans. Defeat regular barbs on the map. For a chance to trigger one of these events, complete it for massive rewards. And this is currently active, so Pilfer pursuit. A burglar stole supplies and running away. Catch up to him and take him down before he gets away with his ill-gotten gains. Okay. Time tussle. Elite enemies are attacking. Defeat them all within time limit. This is a trap or a golden opportunity. And then a caravan defense. Okay. Quick look at the rules here. Nothing too exciting, but for these, I mean, potential rewards being, that's a lot of gold. I mean, just straight up, that's, how many gold is that? Just divide that by 5. It's literally 15 million gold. And then 20 of these, 100 of these. That's just crazy. Attack him to start the Pilfer pursuit. Huh. Interesting. Alright. So you're just doing as much damage to the Pilfer as you possibly can. This time tussle, you got 2 different levels, it looks like, for I guess just how many of the elite enemies you hit. This is endless waves of enemies, and you just see how far you go. Looks like 2000 is the score cap there. For 50 minutes, 15 of those and 70 of those. And then this is just like protecting the caravan. Depending on the tier of difficulty is how you get these awards. And I mean, 5 million food is something to care about, surely. This here, so for only 7,000 gems, let me explain to you like the value of this. You guys might spend 7,000 gems in a bunch of different ways. You could spend 7,000 gems in here real quick. I mean, you can literally just buying this out is 12,000. So 7,000 isn't that much. Like, say you needed to buy a speed up, which let's have a look at this. Let's go all the way down. If you're buying a speed up for maybe a week, that's 10k, okay? Like 7k is not too much. And considering what you get back from it, you get oh these are separate, by the way. I did misspeak in mentioning that. These are separate. This is a whole different tree. Now me personally, I don't think I'm gonna spend $10 on this. For a couple thousand, 100 of these, depending on the rarity of these, I might, and these as well. But, I mean, you get 36 hours here, a couple of these, some more of these. You do get a good amount of speed ups. There's 8 keys, 350. You just gotta kind of assess the value of the jade dragons here and the little lanterns. Because if they're worth it, it's definitely worth grabbing. But for this 7,000 gems, you probably make it back in just the gem rewards. Let's count 500, another 500, followed by, oh, that's 1,000. Hold on, let me make sure I did that right. Yeah, so we're already at 2,000 back. 2,000, that's 3,500. And another 2,000. So you make 55. If you, assuming you go through this whole thing, you make 55 100 of those back, so you're only spending 1,500 gems. You could get that just from hitting barbs, and just farming the 10 packs of gems that you get. And you get 15 legendaries, some blesseds, some bundles on legendary, a bunch of these coins, resources, keys, chests, a permanent city, which isn't at all worth it for me personally. It's attack for health, and health is better than attack, so I wouldn't say that's worth it unless you're a hardcore archer main. But still, there's all these chests and keys, a lot of legendary stars here, some tombs, and just some more sculptures. And honestly, that's probably the best value you're gonna get for 1,500 gems. But it just depends on how far you get through that, because if you drop your 7,000 here and you stop it, I don't know, let's say tier 10, it's not going to be that worth it. I mean, still you're going to have some compensation for it, and it'll be decent, you know, you get your sculptures and whatnot, but it's not going to be as worth it as if you went all the way through here, and by the time you get here, you got, I don't know, 20 at least, 20, 25. You yourself 25 legendary sculptures is pretty great for 7k. On that, I'm kind of hyped for this because it's kind of like it sort of has like a random chance of pulling up Ian's Ballads. I have to do that today. This is before this event. This isn't part of it. But let's just take a quick peek at this. They're collaborated with the Shanxi. I don't know how you pronounce the double A in anglicized Chinese, but it should be something along the lines of Shanxi History Museum. Global Civilization Collab Project is supposed to be on the way. Relive the wonders of civilization. Wow, that's kind of cool. If you're into history, one half goes to the sovereign and the other to the minister. Together they embody ultimate authority. Event. Take part in the event for an exclusive city decoration, the Tiger Tally. That was that building. So that's dope. But these desert tracks and let there be moonlight. So is desert tracks? You can't see what that is. Let there be moonlight was, I think, that chain that we could have bought. We can't see what these upcoming events are. I mean, I know what Silk Road is. Circus Wonders and Desert Tracks, I don't know off the top of my head. But this screen is great. Plus, think of the free rewards you're getting here. I mean, 10 gold keys and a legendary commander is nothing to argue with. Certainly. Plus the opportunity just to get this bundle And in buying this bundle, you get yourself 40 sculptures of whoever you want. Now, anyone with a brain isn't going to be getting these Gathering Commander sculptures, just because you never want to put any sort of universals into Gatherers at all, just by principle, because there's better ways to come across them. I mean, even Cleopatra has her own recharge. Haven't seen it in a while, but on my main account there was a recharge where it gave me like 100 Cleopatra sculptures, and I was like, okay, dope, sweet. But that was Cleopatra exclusive, and when you have options like this, you don't want to go with that. Now I'm not gonna go with Caesar either, because Caesar's not great. Cleopatra, Sundok, both gatherers. Cao Cao is cavalry, and the thing with Cao Cao is that he is. I've gotten sculptures from various events, like that one card event. I got sculptures for him, but I've only pulled Pyrrhus from gold chests, so I haven't got him an expedition yet, and I haven't got him in any event except that one event where he like first came out is when I first got him. Everyone got him basically, but I've only gotten 26 of his sculptures because I haven't used any universals on him. 26 of his sculptures from gold chests, whereas with Cao Cao, there have been multiple events where I've had the chance to get his sculptures that I haven't. But that is a tough decision for me because Cao Cao I think is better, but Pyrrhus would be good for meta. So let me just pull up real quick. I'm gonna grab my talent builder, and we're just gonna go. Nope, cat, messed that up. There we go. So Cao Cao is not rated great, and obviously that's because you can get him so early. He could be a farm killer, everyone knows that, versus he could be a speed build. So I guess he's only great as a secondary, which, I mean, if you just take a look at his primary here, it is great to do 1400 damage and reduce attack by 40%. I would consider that pretty significant. Let's just do /talent Pyrrhus, and he is newer. Cao Cao's been around forever, but Pyrrhus looks like a really good open field infantry build, especially with the defense stat. Of course, neither of the two are really valid in the late game, but just to kind of do my own thinking here, Cao Cao, his 2 is barbarian based, and I don't really need that. Like, I've already got Minamoto and Lohar for barbs.
Does not take.
So I don't really need Cao Cao for barbs. With his mobility, this is a good cavalry buff, but I mean it's 20%. Whereas if you actually look at just the modifiers that Pyrrhus has for infantry, this active skill, it does at max, it does the same amount of damage as Cao Cao's, and just buffs attack by 20%. I didn't check the expertise for Cao Cao, but I think it's just more damage and a higher percent or something. His expertise, Pyrrhus' expertise, is defense based. When you're hit with a normal attack, it's a 10% chance to reduce the attacking troops attack by 30% for 3 seconds. And it's cooldown of 8 seconds, but it's technically 5 seconds because by the time that's over is when that comes off. So, and this is with every normal attack, so 1 out of 10 normal attacks, which I mean this is constantly rolling basically, reducing their attack by 30 with only a gap of 5 seconds. 5 to 3, I mean, about roughly just under half of the battle, basically. I'd say maybe a third, just because you have to wait for it to actually hit. A quarter to a third of the battle, they're doing 30% less damage. Is great. Also, none of his skills are useless to me. Cao Cao has an entire skill, his 2, dedicated just to barbarians, whereas Pyrrhus, this is good. This is good because it's his infantry buff outside of Alliance territory, more damage. 10% increased attack while on the map, so he's great open field. Whenever launching an attack, you can have a shield. His 4, less skill damage. If there's a shield active, 5% more damage. So all of Pierce's skills build on himself. Whereas you just don't really see that with Cao. So I'm going to go ahead and just lock in Pierce here. And we'll get a whole 40 sculptures for this if we run through all 10,000 gems, which on this first recharge, which is you get this decent bundle. I mean, this is just a cosmetic, but just to kick off with 30 of these, 15 hours, and some of these for $5 is pretty average $5 pack. Let me just real quick go in here and grab these and this. Action point buff. Whoopsies, I accidentally hit that. But yeah, I mean, that's just a quick little preview of a 2-week event, which is just crazy to me. And these don't even start for a week. Like, these hold up and you don't do anything with them for a whole week. But let's go again and see where we get these from. You can get these from the bundle, from Barbarian Incursions event. You can also find them for the next week, gathering on the map, collecting resources in the city and defeating barbs. So it's kind of like the supply boxes. Oh, that is so cool. I like that. I'm not sure what the ratio is. I'm assuming it's basically the same for the supply boxes, but you're kind of like limited to a certain amount from each type in a day. So like with supply boxes, if you hit enough barbs, and there's that trick where if you hit a barb with 5 armies, you get 5 supply boxes. I don't know if this will apply in this challenge or in this event, but there's most likely an upwards limit, I would assume. And even if there isn't, I think there's probably some fail safes so that people can't just get 5 of those lanterns per barb. It doesn't show their drop rate, so I'm not sure how to evaluate that to determine what's most efficient. But I would say just running through all your action points per day and farming in an Alliance Resource Center, which we need to build one. How far are we away from gold? Actually, 5 members away. Okay, so decently far. Let's actually wait. We're focusing. Okay. Exception to this is right now we're focusing on getting a fortress. We need to scoot over to these guys, burn that down, because they're blocking the altar. They know what they're doing. Obviously, it's a war move. Just gotta make sure they don't sneak up here and try to do anything silly. But yeah, so we're not probably gonna build an Alliance Resource Center for at least a few days. But still, just constantly farming and then running through all your action points on barbs should be the way to go. If we have space, I guess I'll just let them in momentarily. But yeah, I think that's all I got for these. Now, I'm not sure if I want to do one of these barb things. Let's do one of these barb things real quick. Let's just find the nearest one. This poor level 11.
A good chief gives.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna need to optimize my armies, but I guess I just will. Pelagius, full cav. Oh, it looks like we're 200 short. I'm gonna put him there. Lohar with. Let's just do Pyrrhus and then try to make this infantry. I actually don't know how much infantry because. Okay, yeah, I lost a ton of infantry during the Mightiest Governor. But, that's how it is sometimes. Bowman, and I think I'll just leave it at that. Battering rams don't really contribute. But that is wild. You saw that I had trains, I think it said 330,000-ish. Units, and I'm down to about half of that just from losses of attacking cities and stuff in the Mightiest Governor, but I'd say it was worth it. It was only a bunch of tier 1s anyway. So we didn't get anything there, so let's just meander around, hit some people. Just real quick, grab this. And spam these. Oh, what is that? El Cid in the shop. Okay. Excuse me. El Cid. Let me check how close I am to El Cid. I was going for Thutmose, but I wouldn't mind switching it up if I'm... Okay, yeah, no, 0 out of 10, not close. If that was Thutmose, I would absolutely ball out for 2 sculptures, but it's not that serious. Now I wonder if the occurrence rate of these events is higher, based on the higher level of barbarian. Just check if it's not mentioned in the rules. I don't think. At least, yeah, it's not quantified in the rules. Probably in the patch notes or something. It is. Oh, that's the anniversary frame design contest. Never mind. Well, I guess we'll just figure it out by experience. Let's get going to these silver chests here. Let's see. All this mail is useless. Okay. Okay, so we are getting a lot of lanterns from Barbs. We got 5th McClarion Call, which is good. No problem there. Bam, 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 bam. How many Barbs have we hit? We got 4. We've hit 2 and then a 3rd here. Wait. 2, 3. Okay, so I think, yeah, the multiple armies per Barb effect does count with these guys. Still haven't gotten one of those thingies. Guess I'll just walk around until I do. Let's just do this guy. He's close and it only takes a second.
Who is the real barbarian?
Low gets a level. We're gonna put that to health. Working up to actually we should be working up to March speed, I think, and then going into support, if I remember correctly. Anyone else? No, that's it. But wow, Minamoto's already in the yellow. Level 20s do hit hard when you're kind of weak. I wish I had 3 armies still. But, you know, they'll be trained up in about a week. I'll have 300,000-ish again. Most likely. Am I really not getting anything? Wow. That is crazy. I guess that just shows you how little the drop rate is.
You will not best me.
Dang, that's gonna take a second. Alright, let me just pause it for your sake. Let him walk over there. Alright, so I've been walking around for a minute and I still have yet to have any of those events pop up. But it is active, so maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just not updated or something or whatever, but whatever it is, maybe it's server lag or something. I have already gotten 12 of these, which just kind of says to me that this $10 bundle might not be the best. You get 250 of them, and I mean, I've gotten 12 in like 10 minutes, so well, let's just pop through them. Okay, apparently 3 of them is worth 8. Hold on, let me slow down. Okay, 1. Oh, a crit for 5, so it's kind of like Alliance Tech donations almost. You can get modifiers up to, watch, I'm not going to get anyone now. Oh, okay, 2. And a 3 brings us up to level 2. Okay. And then 1 more will be another 3. That is pretty impressive. So it started out as, what's it, like 10 to like 15, 24. I'm not sure how far it goes up to, but 25 levels, and I got through the first 2 with only 12 of them. Yeah, it doesn't seem like you're gonna really need that many, especially if it lasts for a whole week, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong here. Still nothing. I'm gonna have to call my armies back. Jeez. Alright, so after hitting a few more, I've pretty much just given up on the whatever the minuscule drop rate is for those four randomly occurring events because I just cannot hit either of those, and I've literally already ran through. Let's have a look. 10 of these, 10 barbs, so it's almost unreasonable, honestly. I thought it would be a lot more common, but maybe it has some sort of progression where it gets more common as the days go on. But I'm not too sure.